If you're in Canada like me and you have a TikTok following and you can't monetize it because you can't get into the creator fund or be involved in TikTok shop, then this video is for you. I have over 120,000 followers on TikTok, and when I first started growing my account, I got a little bit frustrated because I can't get into the TikTok creator fund, and I was wondering how I was going to be able to make money. Obviously, you can post on TikTok and on Instagram or any social media and not worry about making money, but for the amount of work that I was putting into it, it'd be nice to make a little bit of money from that work. So I was looking up ways to monetize my TikTok that wasn't brand deals, because brand deals just are a little bit inconsistent. It involves going and reaching out to companies, and with my full-time job, I don't really have time to do all of that. So instead, I was looking up ways to make some money in a more passive way. Now, there are so many creators online that do sort of sketchy things. They talk about affiliate marketing, selling digital products, but they don't share everything with you because they want to sell a course associated with that. I have no course to sell. I'm just sharing what I've done to make money. And for me, that involved starting a blog, which is not what I thought I was going to do at all, but it was such a simple way to make some money in a passive way with my TikTok. And when you hear the term blogging, you might think of personal diaries that we had in the mid 2010s, where people would just be sharing life updates. But blogging isn't like that anymore. It's a lot more technical, and there are really great ways to make money with blogging. So first, let's talk about blogging. For a blog, and in order to make money with it, you need a self-hosted WordPress blog. WordPress.org, not WordPress.com, because I made that mistake and it cost me a couple $100, so don't do that. WordPress.org. And you want to set that up, and with a WordPress blog, you need to have hosting, and that's where something like Bluehost comes in. That's what I'm currently with. I may need to upgrade in the future, but for right now, Bluehost is great. And this is going to be your only monthly recurring cost. And it's about $3 a month, which is a way better value than something like a Stand Store, which is $29 a month. You can then set it up with a free theme, and then your only recurring cost is $3 a month for your hosting. You can also pay for a theme. I personally paid for a theme. I used one by 17th Avenue. I'll have the links for everything in the description. So if you're interested in that, feel free to click those links and get set up with your own blog. You don't have to buy a theme. I personally paid about $60 for mine, but I knew that I was going to invest in this and do this a lot more longer term. But when you're just starting out and you don't know if you're going to stick with it, I would just start with a free theme while you're still figuring everything out. Then you can decide if you want to purchase something in the future. Once you have the back-end stuff set up of setting up your blog and everything, you need to create posts. And the reason why I connect this with TikTok is so many people say things like, check out the link in my bio, and they use link in your bio or milkshake or Stand Store or any of those things. But when you have your own website, you have the opportunity to monetize it in different ways, which is why I personally like setting up one of my blog posts as a link tree instead. So I have buttons on it, and then I have the job board that everybody wants on my website. So that's just my personal niche. But if you were going to do something, if you're in the fashion niche, or you're in the makeup niche, or you're in the technology niche, you could have your link in a bio set up as a blog post. Again, with these blog posts, you do need to make sure you're writing at least 1,000 words. We can talk about that bit a little bit later. But what you can do is have any of your affiliate links, or when a brand reaches out and they want to do a partnership with you, they ask you to put their link as your link in the bio. Instead, you could have a button as part of your blog post and share the link that way. Plus, you get free creative control over it by doing it that way. So the two ways that you can monetize, there's probably some other ways as well, but the two main ways that you can monetize with your blog and your TikTok connected is through affiliate links and ads. The ads will come a little bit later once you have, I would say you can apply to an ad network when you have around 10,000 monthly sessions. I'm not going to get into all of that technical stuff. I'll make a separate video about all of those technical terms with blogging. Having your own website set up with affiliate links is so much better than having just a link in your bio, because people can also then find your links and your blog posts through Google, through Pinterest, through other ways as well. So you have a bigger chance of expanding your audience and making more money by having a website versus something like a stand store or a link in the bio. What you can do is you can write, I'm going to use fashion as an example because I think that this is a really good niche for blogging, is if you're doing an outfits of the week and you got your clothes off of Amazon, you can set up a blog post where you talk a little bit about each piece, make it 1,000 words. You can use AI to help you write this a little bit. If you're against AI, you don't need to use it. But if you want to make this a little bit easier on yourself, you can use AI and just edit it a little bit and then insert your affiliate links for each of the pieces that you have. Then you can share your pictures of you wearing the outfits in the blog post and say, I got the shirt from here with your Amazon affiliate link or your LTK link. Whatever it is, you can have it set up so that you have the affiliate links in the blog post. And if somebody asks you where you got a certain outfit, you can say, I have it linked in this blog post, or in your link in bio, have one of the top sections be your Amazon storefront. And then they can just click it and you can have the affiliate links in 2 different places. I think this is a better way to set up because 1, you're going to own your website, and 2, it's less overwhelming to have things set up that way. When it comes to having a link in your bio, when you click on somebody's and they just have 15 different buttons, it's way too overwhelming. I would do about 6 buttons maximum for your link tree. This is just general advice. And then if somebody's asking for something specific, you could title it Outfits of the Week with the date. And then you can tell somebody, instead of going to their Amazon storefront, you can say, I wrote a blog post on this and the links are in this blog post titled this. And then they can easily search for it on your website, have the links there, and you can make affiliate commissions that way. I think it's just an easier way to lay things out, and it gets people to click on the link in your bio. And personally, when somebody has a website, I just tend to trust them a little bit more because they're really putting themselves out there. The second way with making money from a blog with your TikTok is through ads. So because we can't make money through the creator fund on TikTok, if you get enough people and you can sign with an ad network, you can start making money in a more passive way with display ads on your website. I honestly don't care if people get annoyed at having display ads on websites, because if I'm putting in work to make things easier for you, I feel like I can make a little bit of money with that, and you shouldn't be annoyed by ads. Click around them. They're usually placed pretty well that you can work around it. But once you're able to sign with an ad network, then you can start making money just by people clicking on that link in your bio. This is how I've been making $1,000 to $2,000 every single month just from my TikTok. I have a TikTok following of 120,000 followers, so you're not going to start making that right away. And you need, again, the 10,000 sessions before you can even sign with an ad network, but it's something to build up to. I think this is also a really great way for people with food blogs or who are in just like the recipe niche. When people watch something on TikTok, like that short form video with the recipe that you're showing, they usually want the recipe filled out in text form. So you can say, so when people ask for the recipe, instead of just putting it in a TikTok comment that can get lost, you can say, I have the recipe linked in my blog or in the link in my bio. And what you can do is then lead people to the link in your bio and then have people be able to go to your website to then see the recipe there. I think this can be adapted to every single niche that's there. The reason why you need 10,000 sessions in order to make money from ads is you want to get into a quality ad network. Mediavine is kind of like big standard in the blogging world. Everyone talks about getting on Mediavine. They are a premium ad network. They also have this still premium ad network, but at a lower session rate, which is called Journey by Mediavine. So that one starts at 10,000 sessions, which is why you need 10,000 sessions. Sessions does not equal page views. It's a little bit different, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. I started off on Google AdSense, and then I moved over to Mediavine Journey, and now just this week I got into regular Mediavine. So I should be making more money, hopefully, but this is why I think it's such a good way to make money on TikTok with a blog. You own your website, you own the ability to make money with it, and you own the way to do it in a more passive way. If you are just making money from brand deals, it's not as consistent, it's a little bit harder, whereas this is just some nice passive income on the side. You can still do both. Plus, when you have a website, you can offer to also write blog posts for these companies as well and make even more money. I'm not going to get into all of that right now, but I do think blogging is the best way to make money as a TikToker who can't can't be in the creator fund. Even if you are an American who's in the creator fund, this is still a great way to do it. I want to keep talking about this, but I don't want this video to be an hour long. So I'm going to keep making videos about tips and ways to write blog posts, ways to get people to click on the link in your bio, and just ways to make money online with social media that isn't relying on a creator fund or brand deals. So make sure you subscribe to my YouTube because I will be posting more about this.